Okay, so we're doing this because of the um, event that the campus is in right now. It took some time to finish out because I needed to find a better simulator than Tinkercad. Okay, this simulator is Wokwi, which is basically a simulator for ESP32 originally, but they also included a foray into Arduino. So here you can actually see that there are a lot more processors available for us. The more advanced and generally usable um, and quicker, okay, processors are the STM32s, which are basically ARM processors. The Raspberry Pis, which are also ARM processors. Okay. And the ESP32, which is a RISC processor. On the other hand, the Arduino is actually a Princeton architecture processor. Okay, so we can do simulation of the work here. We can also do specific items. Okay, so let's proceed with Arduino Uno. Okay, for this one. So let's proceed with an Arduino Uno project. Okay. And we need to add in specific items like uh, our loads. So the load for this one should be a motor. Okay. So let's first check if there is a motor present. Okay. So unfortunately for us, the motors that this one services is only the bipolar stepper motors and biaxial stepper motors. Okay. There's another module for this one that deals with motors, but in essence, we'll only need to use a relay module anyway. So we should have two relay modules. Okay, so I get the at this one. Okay, relay module. So press R in order to rotate your elements. Okay. So we'll put in two LEDs. One green, one red. Okay, so which is the anode, this is the cathode. So we'll put in two resistors. So this will give us the general idea of direction. Okay. So, so instead of a motor, I just place in a LED for our purpose. But again, in the laboratory session, you will be using the different way to go about this one. Okay. So control R, sorry, R. Let me rotate it so that we have this. Okay. So you have that connection there. So normally connected is forced to ground. Okay. So we want this one to be a ground type connection. Okay. Normally connected. NC again is forced to operate on a ground. So when the relay circuit is connected normally to the system and unpowered, your connection is ground to ground. Okay. Normally open, on the other hand, is connected to our 3.3 power. Okay. So you can choose between 3.3 and 5.0. No issues there. As long as you just choose one of them. Okay. So this completes the portion which is the subsection for connections for the load of the motor. So in turn, we'll need to connect the supply. So these modules operate on a 5-volt connection for the supply. Okay. And we have a ground connection as well. So for the sake of making sure that I do not in any way load up too much current coming out of one ground pin, I'm putting it on the other ground connection. So for this one, our in is we're going to use 10 and 11. Okay. So 10 and 11 are used, and we should move towards the load. Push buttons. We have two push buttons. We have the blue push button, and then we have the, oh, okay. Why is this one bigger? The green push button. Shortcut key 1. Shortcut key 2. Okay. So 1121R. We need to do a slight rotation for these things. Okay. Meron siya maliit. Meron siya malaki. Okay. And then we connect these two to the second and the third connection point. Okay. So the ones are connected to each other. These things are connected to each other, yung two. Okay. So the twos, the ones here are connected to each other, the twos are connected to each other. Take note, we don't use a resistor because we intend to use the internal pull-up for the system. Okay. So first things first, we need to organize our inputs. So our inputs are organized in such a way that we say that our pin 2 is an input pull up. Copy this one, we place it down, and then we say 3 is also the same. Pin mode, uh, 10, output, pin mode, 11, output. So let's put in some new functions here. Void stop motor, in parenthesis, close parenthesis. Void clockwise, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. Void counterclockwise. Okay. So let's first test and designate the clockwise and counterclockwise. So let's say the red LED will be for clockwise and the green LED will be for counterclockwise. Therefore, if we want a CCW, we need to make sure that digital light 10, we assume that the system is normal logic. So high siya. Digital light 11 low. So we should have the, okay. So you can see the red LED was the one that turned on. Okay, so which means this is actually a inverse logic function. So ito yung clockwise. Pag gusto natin counterclockwise, we change it to the other side. Yan naman yung nakabukas. So change it to this one. Tapos pag stop, we make sure that the digital are both low, both high. So let's first start with clockwise. Delay 2 seconds. Counterclockwise. Delay 2 seconds. Stop. Okay. Oh, motor. Okay. Okay, that we can see that the clockwise and counterclockwise are working, but the delay for the stop motor is non-existent. So hindi siya nakikita. Let's do this compilation again. See clockwise, counterclockwise, and then none. Okay. So we want the motor to respond to, let's say, an element. Okay. For simplicity's sake, let's use a uh, sliding resistor, okay, or a rheostat, photoresistor. Let's see in sliding potentiometer. Okay. So this would be our input. Okay. So a little precaution here. We need to set up a value of 100 ohms for a resistor. Hmm. I deleted it. Okay. 0.1. Nadi-delete ko siya. Okay. So my resistor is connected to this one. Is in turn connected to the ground connection. And this one is connected to my 5-volt connection. Okay. So we need to find out what actually are the measurements. To do this, we need to include a serial begin 9600 serial communication. Okay. So here we'll do an analog read. So we need to place in integer uh, pot equal to 0. So this is a global declaration such that when we read that segment there, we just say analog read A0. And then we say serial dot begin, serial dot print ln pot. And then we give a delay for us to be able to see the value. Kasi otherwise, it will just roll past you. Okay. So you can see the values here. So pag minumove ko siya, further pababa, you can see yung value. Okay, you can also see that it's a bit erratic pagdating sa change of value niya. Okay. So we'll reduce this one to 100 and see where that takes us. Okay. So nasa less than 600 siya dito. Okay. Dito, we get 600 plus. Pagdating dito, we get, kasi you have to wait for it to react. Um, Kaya pala hindi nag-react. Walang connection. 0, 1023. Sabihin natin, dito yung point na gusto natin, 93. Tapos dito sa kabila, 900. So, we need to plot out those points. Okay. So, if pot is less than 200, okay, ito yung para sa 92. Okay. Pwede natin sabihin, CCW, well, una muna stop motor para hindi mahirap patayin, and then maglagay ka ng konting delay 100, that the system can still react, and then say CCW. Okay. Tapos we do the same for a value greater than 900. Stop the motor delay. Tapos clockwise. Okay. Pag dumating tayo dun sa isa, ano, sorry, naka-red siya. Tapos pag nag-proceed ako dito, clockwise, pag dumating ako sa kabila, ipupush naman yung pag ganito. Okay? So, iiwan ko sa gitna and I will start the system. Na-notice nyo, wala siyang position. It's not doing anything. Okay? Kasi pag nandito ka sa gitna, you either have to choose clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay? Pagdating dun sa kabilang segment. So here, we need to attach a new routine. I don't really recommend polling the buttons. Okay. So why? Kasi that will take some time of deciding what to do with the motor. If worst comes to worst, that will create another path of problems for you. Okay. So, ang gagawin na lang natin is to create a a routine or a function to press, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. And then we'll need a state variable that we can control. Boolean, hindi, int na lang. Int button state is equal to, may natin 15. Arbitrary number. Kaya ang bahala mag-set yan. Okay. Pag nakapress yung second button natin, button state becomes equal to B natin 8 o 7. Okay. Tapos dito, pwede mo sabihin clockwise position assume. So, copy lang natin ulit siya. Pre-pressed naman yung ilalagay. Pre-pressed button state 1531. Tapos dito, CCW naman. Okay. So, using this one in a non-blocking state requires you to attach interrupts. Arduino. Okay. So, this one, I keep on forgetting the whole line of code kasi makikita nyo mahaba siya. Okay. So, attach interrupt, we'll use the recommended one as specified by the Arduino portal. So after you do the initializations, you need to attach in dito yung attachment ng pin. So ISR to press ISR 3 press. Okay. Mode. Yung mode natin, you have some modes to use. Low, change, rising, falling. So typically I choose falling. Okay, yung falling edge ang sinasabi nito. When you have a value of 5 and it changes to 0, yan yung considered nila as falling. Okay. So we'll do another test dito. Pa-combine natin siya. Okay. So you can see wala siyang ano, pagka pinares ko to. Mabalik yung motor mo. So ipoposisyon ko ulit dito sa isa. Ang sasabihin ko, 3 press. Papunta naman yung pag So you have a state wherein you don't have a blocking action anymore. Your program just focuses on doing this one. Dun sa position indicators niya. Now, you can opt to have a stop wherein both buttons are actually pressed. So pagka ganon, kung gusto niyo na stop, void, void. Ito na lang. If digital void. Void equal low. Do this one. Uh, button state 15. Else yung current na condition na. So dito sa kabila, you do the same. But now, you change it to 2. Button state 15. Weird. Stop motors. Walang S. Else. Dito meron. Kasi dun sa ano, walang ganyan. Hindi mo sila pwedeng sabay ni press. Okay? So, pag pinindot ko yung 3, isa lang yung napindot. Stop. Okay. Okay. So, ayaw niya. Okay. So, pwede ka naman sabayin na i-push yung dalawang button dito. 3 tsaka 2. Saka muna yung 3, 2. Yun. Nagana na siya. Okay. So, yun yung pang-stop ko. In-include ko lang siya dun sa kabit. Remember, when you have this routine which is a interrupt, it should be as short as possible para dun sa kailangan niyo. Okay. So, the other items dito are mechanical in nature. Like, you need to attach the slider to the motor. Motor mechanical assembly. Okay. So, yun yung mga tasks dito sa kabilang side. Okay. So, let's save this one as motor control. With slider feedback. Okay. So, we can go back na. Papunta dito sa docs. Or we can go back to the simulator. And we can look at the projects na hindi natin. My projects. Okay. So, yung isa pa is this one. But we'll pause. We'll stop the recording.